but also like when you start out and you get your first clients in the beginning, it's important to really rise to the occasion and do a little bit more, because word of mouth is still the most effective. It's the most effective way to get new clients, is doing a great job for someone and then they get so excited that they tell someone else. And that's pretty much how I've gotten new clients. I'm Kristle Marshall. I am a graphic designer, illustrator, and lettering artist. And right now I'm working from home, but typically I work with Lauren Hom in her studio. I have always been creative. When I was younger, I wanted to be an illustrator, but I've kind of taken a wayward path back to illustration. I actually studied photography, so that's one of my other creative outlets. I went to college at Savannah College of Art and Design, and it's in Savannah, Georgia. It's a great school. But yeah, like I said, I studied photography there, but there was also other courses that helped me along the way. Like I took some writing. Obviously there were foundation classes in drawing. I took a video course right before leaving, which was like one of the best decisions I've made. And I use everything that I've learned in some capacity to make my work. And I think it's kind of like required with like social media and having to produce your work or present your work online on a regular basis, like having the photography skills, having the video skills, are really, really valuable. I'd say don't be afraid to explore, but also like really be thinking about the mission behind your work, and why you're creating it and who you're creating it for, because then that will allow you to create a type of cohesion for your portfolio, when you really know who your audience is going to be and you really know what your mission is as an artist. Like that's something that I wasn't thinking about when I started, and I'm just now unpacking what the true mission is and why I create, and who I'm creating for. So the earlier you can figure that out, I think the work will respond to that and it'll be a lot stronger, and the people who review your portfolio will see it. All right, this isn't the perfect answer, but I get a lot of people coming to me, but also like when you start out and you get your first clients in the beginning, it's important to really rise to the occasion and do a little bit more, because word of mouth is still the most effective. It's the most effective way to get new clients, is doing a great job for someone and then they get so excited that they tell someone else. And that's pretty much how I've gotten new clients, because I personally am a huge introvert and like I don't sing my own praises. Like I'm not really good at selling myself, but I have a lot of people in my life that are willing to sell my skills for me. And it just comes from like showing up for them and really doing a good, thoughtful job. My favorite thing to do, which is pretty typical, is just to poke around on Instagram and see where like the community's heart is at. Um, but also like I have one blog that I've followed for a very long time is Colossal. And it's not like design, but it shows a lot of like different types of art, and I think that's inspiring. I look around on YouTube sometimes and see like what people are teaching. I like to see what people are teaching on Skillshare because that gives you an idea of what people are wanting to learn through the content that they're featuring. And that's pretty much it. I'm really explorative with my work. And so like what gets me excited to create is learning new things and challenging myself. And so a lot of times if like you look at my Instagram, you'll see like lettering one day and then you'll see an animation another day. But it's just like that part of the creative process is most exciting for me, is to see if I can see what I can do, and see how I can push those things. And like, yeah, I'm all over the place with color and all over the place with texture. Like for me, like the message and the heart behind the work is most important. In the future, I'm going to be working towards creating more pieces and series of work that tell stories as opposed to make statements. And so like, I want to get away from like just one-off pieces that just say, this is who I am, and start telling more of my story, but also more of other people's stories, especially the stories of people who don't often have their story told. And to do that, I want to start to bring all of my knowledge in photography and video, and animation and illustration together to create like these interactive experiences that help people connect to one another. And that's where I think my work will be going in the future. I would say just study, like keep studying. Don't never feel like you know everything because the world is always changing, like trends are always changing. So like just check in every now and then, and see what books are out, like who's sharing their knowledge, and just be willing to learn, but also be willing to share what you know too. We're all one big family. There's room for everyone. I know it can feel competitive, but we all can move forward together. You can find me at Kristle Creative on Instagram. That's KRISTHECREATIVE. I run a project called This Is Not a Bill. It's a postcard project where I will send you a free postcard if you tell me something good that happened in your life.